Money the greatest. What it do? What it do?
Hey, what's up, B? How you doing?
I am good, my friend. How about yourself?
Good. Everything straight.
Good to hear, my friend. Good to hear. How were your trades looking today?
I didn't trade today. Did you trade today?
Nah, I didn't see much that I wanted to hop into myself.
I mean, yeah, it was like the price ended up going, but it's like not my ideal trade. And let me show you real quick. Maybe you would have took it. I don't know. Can I share my screen?
Sure.
Okay, can you see?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Etiel, hey, how you doing, my friend?
Hey, what's good, guys? How's your days going?
Good.
So I'm waking up and I see price unconfirmed bearish. This is my supply zone, 4-hour supply zone right here. Go to the 15-minute. Go to the 15-minute. And I see, okay, well, we're in a 4-hour supply zone, so I'm gonna delete this. So I see a 15-minute chalk right here.
Mm-hmm.
News is at 5:30, and it's my rules. I do not trade before news.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually wake up later to give me some more rest in the week, and I'm taking advantage of that.
I know that's right.
Yeah, because it's like it was just one time when I guess the bank failure price went crazy, and I can't base it off that. So other than that, like the ratio is like trading before news is just like trash. Like,
yeah. Before the news, you kind of can see most times the market decides, oh, let's wait to see what happens. And and then after news, it goes ballistic and then it comes back.
Yeah, so no use for me. I don't care if we go 1,000 pips one time out of 100. That's cool. So I do not trade before news. So right here is about 5:30, and what do you know? Price went back up here. What it took me out. So it came back into this zone. Let me go to the 1-minute time frame. So first, this is after fact. I seen this. So like obviously I see this 15 minutes. This is all the 15-minute zone. This is all the 15-minute zone right here.
Mm-hmm.
So how about do I pull this? Do I pull this 10-minute zone right here?
Why would you pull the 10-minute zone if you're looking at 15?
Exactly. All right. So I'm in here. So I didn't do that. Okay. So
I'm just asking, even for just a matter of process, like what is the intention behind it? Why would you even think that that's something that you want to do? Just so I understand, like, what's your thought process?
Sometimes, okay, this will be a 15-minute zone. Then sometimes I will pull. Sometimes, well, I just thought, like, you know, when I first started the course, like 10-minute zones is fine as well. And I thought, like, inside this 15-minute zone, and then if I maybe my PO, well, it's like not really no. It's kind of like reaching, to be honest. It's kind of reaching, but
yeah, but
like this right here.
I wanted to see it from your thought process, because the reason why I asked that question is because it's, if wherever you want to see in the market, you can find a way to make to see it. But the question is it really what's there, right? So if you get into the concept of looking at a 15-minute, or a 10-minute time frame. If you want to buy, you can switch to any time frame, and eventually you're going to find what you're looking for. If you want to sell, all you have to do is switch your time frames until you find something to support it. But that doesn't mean that that's the right thing that you should do for consistency purposes.
And I don't do that. Exactly. I don't. I'm trying to. I feel like I'm being thirsty for a trade. That's why I didn't do it.
Exactly.
This is not my. This is not what I've been being consistent on.
Yeah, yeah. So this matter of thought process there. That's the reason why I was asking. Because then it helps you to know for the future. Why should I do this or should I not? Right? It'll give you the answer to the question. For you, it would be like, no, because if I'm looking at 15-minute, I don't need to look at 10-minute because I'm trying to chase a trade. I'm trying to force me to take a trade.
Exactly. Okay. So this is news. Comes inside my it comes inside my 15-minute POI. And so obviously it won't be able to chop because it would have to come like way down here. And then price was like, watch this, like price was moving like very, very slow. So I'm just like, I just didn't take it because I'm like, it was just moving. It was just moving like right here. It was here for like 30 minutes, probably like right here. So I'm like, because I'm like, price went so bullish. Maybe this can be, maybe this can be a higher low and it can go up. So I just didn't chance it. And I just didn't take the trade today.
Well, good thing that you didn't.
Yeah.
That was a good catch.
Excuse me?
I said, no, good thing that you didn't. That was a good catch and not take it.
Okay. Yeah. Price ended up going, but it's like, that's not my strategy. Like, you know, I know I could have took it when it ended up chalking here, but it was pretty much like 8 a.m. I'm pretty much off the charts by then. And I know I could have took like this right here, but like something like, because I know this ended up making but I'm off the charts here. So I'm perfectly fine with that. I just know right here, it was kind of suspect. And I know I could have took something right here, or I know I could have took something right here, but I'm off the charts at like, price movement was slow as hell today. So I was off the charts around, 9, I'm done. I'm not even on my computer like that. So that's what I wanted to get at you. Like this right here, I did not take it. It's not a strategy I see all the time. This was like based on news, and I was thinking like, prices moving slow. I was thinking like this could have easily went up even more. Because it was no, like the 1 minute chop was like way down here. So I just left it alone. So that was my day. Pretty much it.
Gotcha. Even after news, it really didn't do much. Go back to it on 15.
You said what?
Go back to it on 15-minute. Oh, okay. And then it sold off and kept going. Okay.
What you looking at?
I was just looking at what happened after the news candle, because it was already headed downwards. It spiked up, but not enough to send reverse direction, and then just momentary pause and price just further dropped.
Yeah, and then this is it chalk. This is after my trading time. I'm done, and price was like slow as hell right here. So I just like I didn't want to chance anything. So I'm like, yeah, I'm good. So pretty much it. Yeah, man. But I seen something terrible on Instagram today, man. So I'm thank God for the coaching, man, because somebody was trying to buy gold. They bought it like right here, like last week. And then the guy was holding, like he trades like 95 lots. So he was up like 150K like right here. And then it went down. He was down like something, like 100K. And then he showed his screenshot to like yesterday. It went back up to 50K negative. And then today it was going down. Like he just kept holding it. I'm like, bro, you don't know market structure. And I be looking at these guys because they, the only thing they got on me is really lot sizing because obviously I'm new. But it's like, bro, you have to look at the structure. Like he's still trying to, like he bought right here. That was fine, but he held it and price came down. He's still trying to hold. I'm like, oh my God, bro, let it go. And then he was at least down like 500,000. It's like right. And he
Ooh,
finally
that
let it
hurts.
go. I'm
That
like,
hurts.
bro, you tripping, bro. I'm
Ooh.
like, just look at all the stalls. Like, bro, just let it go.
Oh man, that's why I always say don't marry a bias, bro.
It's not even a bias. It's because he said it was swing trading, but it's like, is that really a bias? And market structure is not even like it wasn't a bias. He was predicting because the last week he was saying price was going to go up here and do this. I'm like, I thought about Brian. I'm like, yeah. Brian was like, stop, don't predict price, only react to it. I'm like, yeah. He predicted price, man. Now you down 500K. I'm like, yeah, I'm cool.
But I still say that's why I say don't marry a bias. But that's why when you predict it, at that point, you're married to the idea. If you say it's going to break here, it's going to break here.
Yeah.
And you can't look and see that something's changed internally and say, you know what, I may have thought that price was going to do something like this, but actually, you know what, it's probably not going to do it because I see reasons for it not to, which was order flow shift. We have the chalk right here. Now it's more likely to go up. That's why I always say trading probabilities. The probability of the price going up was great over here. As soon as this happens, the probability of it going up tends to go down. And as soon as this happens, the probability of it going up is very, very, very low, which means I don't have to sit there and study charts on the weekend or study charts every day to figure out what's going on. All I have to do is when I'm ready to trade to come to the chart and react to what I see.
Facts.
Like some people, when you get it right, it's great. But when you don't get it right, you end up taking sometimes big losses. That's the exact reason why I would always say, do not try to anticipate, do not estimate. I don't care what price level price is going to hit. I don't need to know what level price is going to hit. All I need to do is sit down and map out my market structure and have an anticipation of what's the highest probability thing to happen at that time. So
factual. That pretty much sums it up. Thank you.
No problem, brother. No problem. Augie, how's it going, brother?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, it's been a while. I thought I'd tune into the call today. No, it's been good, man. It's been good.
Good stuff, man.
You know how it is. Haven't been on the charts too often recently. Still waiting to take the first trade on this phase 1 account, but
Nice.
I missed well, not missed, but there was like a nice on Monday there was a nice EU long that tapped exactly into like the area I marked out and then just kind of went off my direction, and I didn't take a trade after that, or I didn't even look for a trade after that. So that's it. I've just been going out a lot and spending time in the sun. It's getting warmer here in Canada, so
Good stuff.
Who are you taking your challenge with?
the funded trader.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I'm just doing a small account challenge. I'm doing 25K.
That's fine. That's good. I just started my Forex funds.
Nice.
I
was gonna go. I really wanted to go with them. I think maybe for my next account, I probably will.
Yeah, I just did my Forex funds, so we'll see. I mean, we'll get there. I mean, I took it for a reason. I know I'm ready. So we'll get there.
Yeah, as long as you follow the plan.
That's it. That's it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, regardless of whether your next trades are winners or losers, you just keep following the plan. And if you know your edge is proven to be profitable long term, you don't gotta worry.
That's it. Risk management.
Yeah, exactly. You got it for sure, man.
Yeah, we got it.
Just Brad and I've been talking a lot about the fundamental things that have been happening with the US, and I'm still waiting on market volume to come back, but it seems like it's gotten better this week. Like nothing moved too horribly. Like it wasn't as slow as like the first few months, but yeah.
Well, what pairs do you trade?
Right now, just EU and USD JPY.
Mm.
I wanted to add like the other majors like GBP USD and the USD CAD, but I'm so much better with just two pairs. It just
Yeah,
helps with
I feel you. Yeah,
some clarity.
I'm better with just one pair.
Yeah, gold.
I
right?
just went down. I tried everything. I tried everything. I tried it all. Then I'm cool with just gold. That's it.
Yeah. Gold. I have gold added. I just don't ever watch it, but it moves like crazy.
Man, I've deleted
Especially-
every pair. I've honed in. I've deleted everything. It's just gold.
It's gold. You don't like forex?
Well, I used to trade. Well, I mean, I consider gold. I know commodity, but I consider it like forex. But well, the reason I started trading gold because like I have like my strategy is kind of like the stop loss is pretty much always the same kind of, and then gold gives you it's so many pips. Like it's just a lot of opportunities for me and how I trade and how I look at the market. Like because I used to trade indices.
Fits your style. Fits your plan.
Yeah, I used to trade indices, and I used to be like, damn, this shit moves. It moves crazy. So gold is like that, but without that 630 candle. I used to hate that 630 AM candle. I used to tell Brian, like, Brian, man, what's up, man? He like, don't trade it. I'm like, don't trade the 630 AM candle. I just didn't listen. I'm like, so I found gold, and gold moves just like NAS, just like US 30 at times, and I don't have to worry about that 630 AM candle. So I'm gold is my pair. I'm buying with that.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's fair. It's a little more tame than the indices.
I'm with P Money though. I actually don't really prefer forex. I prefer indices, and I prefer gold when the world's not under fire. So
Yeah.
it moves a lot more. It moves a lot smoother, and it moves a lot more volatile than forex pairs. Forex pairs tend to, unless you're talking about UJ or GU, they tend to consolidate more in their movements than they do just moving in like a straight line, in some direction. Like if it's going to go down, it's going down. And if it's going up, it's going to shoot up. So
True.
that's why I've always liked indices and gold.
Yeah, indices so
than the
explosive.
forex. Yeah.
I just is NAS like I've always wanted to add the NASDAQ, but it just looks way too violent. That's why I don't even touch it.
No, that's the best part, man. You can hold trades for longer, and you can get on trends and know it's going to continue. So,
And you can probably exit faster too.
oh yeah,
And get risk free faster. I noticed that. I'll check everyone's then like how NASDAQ looks on structure, and it's always moving in some sort of direction. Right now, NASDAQ's booming.
you definitely want for our styles. Our styles basically is we want something to go in a direction for a period of time. So
Yeah. Show.
but any other trades, guys, y'all want to show? Oh, right. Any other things y'all want to talk about market wise? Questions that y'all may have?
For me, I just wanted to tune in. It's been a while, but I don't got no questions or anything.
Mhm.
I'm just in the middle of just following my plan. That's pretty much it.
Mhm.
I know I can pass this challenge. I think I got it.
No, you definitely can.
What made you ready? What made you start the challenge? Like, how do you know you were ready? Was it like a certain amount of R you got on the practice? Like, what made you start the challenge?
It was just like I before when I before back testing and before like understanding what structure was, I used to just look for entries based off of like SMC, like Instagram posts I'd see,
Mhm.
and I'd take a bunch of losses and I'd have no system and no plan. So I had to restart everything. So I learned structure first, which is fine. It took me a little while to understand. But after that, I then created a plan. And then I just basically like back tested that plan on effects replay for like a really long, like couple months, 2 to 3 months straight. And I just wanted to see like what worked for me and what didn't. And it all boiled down to just like 1 to 2 specific setups that like I see very often, but it hasn't been happening that much recently. And like if I see that trade, I'll just take that trade. That same trade that happens over again. And it has an edge. And like it's proven to. And like it's very high probabilities. So I just stick to that. It could be better, and maybe I could refine it so that I could get more involved. But as of right now, like this is the edge that works for me. So that's why that's how I know is like, yeah, I'm ready for a fun challenge. I just have to keep taking the same setup I see, which
And
it might come on, it might come every once then, but that's okay. I'll just stay
And that-
patient.
that's the secret of trading, really. It's really having confidence and a discipline to follow the same set of things over and over. If trading's getting boring, then you're probably doing it right. Because
Yeah,
it's not really all that exciting to sit there, wait for a couple of factors that you've outlined to align. And when you see that, then you go with confidence and taking and going up and down. So
that's so true. And trading has been super boring for me, but that's a good thing because that just gets me to hop off the charts and not chase anything stupid. But also, I like only having one setup to stick to because then my brain's not fogged and I don't, like everything's mechanical. I just follow my plan, I follow my steps, and if they all check off, then I just take the trade regardless of the outcome. If I do anything else out of that, then it just like I notice it just makes me really like it just ruins my mental, it just ruins like it makes me FOMO into the market, it just makes me do stupid things that I shouldn't do. So overall, like mentally and from the work I've been doing, I was ready to buy an account. And
yeah,
just gotta
yeah.
stay patient. That's all. Yeah.
Yeah. So in between the times that your setups don't align, if you're taking trades, then that's where you're introducing losses and low probability setups. But if you're taking the trades that are only aligned to the setups and things that you have, then what ends up happening is your patience gets paid off and you end up receiving the reward of patience through profits generated and kept. Because there are quite a few traders that can make money in the market any given day, but they'll give it right back. I watch it, I see it
Yeah.
quite often, more often than I would like. But the goal isn't really to make money in the market. The goal is to make and keep money. And it starts with keeping the money that's in your account first, because if you take too many losses before the right setup comes, guess what? You don't really have any money to really gain, because you're all you're doing is playing catch up on your losses, especially if you blow your account before you even get a chance to be in striking positions of a win. So when you finally get to a level of maturity in trading, you realize it's all about the discipline of really following the same habits repeatedly. That's it. And when you get to that point where you can do it without emotions changing your mind or changing your decision points, or a fear of missing out because you may not know what your setup is and you're just chasing whatever setup you can find. But when you actually know what it is you're looking for, you're clear about it, and you only wait for it at that point, that's when you're ready to go.
And that's why I blew all my other challenges, because that's what I used to do.
Yeah, and it makes sense because there's some weeks where like nothing like that same setup doesn't happen for you, and it just drives you nuts, and then that's when you go looking for setups and you get bored. But then you realize then like if you don't have a plan or if you don't have anything set in place, that's why those type of things happen. And it makes sense. Like obviously the market's not been moving the best for Forex, and I've been trading Forex, but having this plan and knowing exactly what I look for just helps with everything. And then if I don't see it, I just hop off the charts early and then just get along with my day.
That's the key.
It's been a process so far, and
Yep.
I'm still learning about my strategy and how I can make it better. But as of right now, I think it's pretty good. Plan's pretty good. So yeah, just I've been in the best mental space for trading in a while. No emotions, no nothing.
Perfect.
Your emotions tend to honestly go away once you realize it's just nothing more than following your plan. Like it really does make a big difference. When you don't have a plan, your emotions say, what about this? What about that? What about that? And you're all over the place.
Yeah.
But once you have a solid plan that you've tested in practice and that you know with great confidence, you're going to feel emotions. You'll never stop feeling them, but they're not as loud because they're like, what about this? You're like, well, I know from my plan and practice, this isn't what I should take. And so you tend to not hear them as much, but do not get it twisted. You're always going to feel some sort of emotions, but it's not going to be something that will overpower you, right? Like
Yeah.
I'm sure, like in a basketball game, the players have heightened emotions in the big plays when the team is down by 3 points and it's the last quarter and they're trying to score the points in the last 2 minutes. They have emotions, but their logic has to take over and not allow their emotions to override their decision making. That's why I always call like anything with trading to me is like you're a high performance athlete. You have to execute a plan in your head that's in your head. If you don't have it, it's going to be hard to do it. Like if you never prep for that situation, you go into it. That's why you do it. And sadly, a lot of traders that you're going to come across the internet don't actually take the time to practice. They don't take time to backtest. They take time to know what works and what doesn't work. They don't take time to make a plan. And then, or if the plan they make is halfway done, halfway thought out, halfway practice. And when you do halfway practice, you get halfway results.
That's very true.
So, I mean, the thing is you should practice until you can't not mess up in execution. I mean, I look at like Steph Curry, and Steph Curry, beat the record of 3-point shots made in all of NBA history, but yet he still practices his 3-point shots every day because he's practicing to stay basically like an automatic clip whenever he decides to shoot the basketball. So it's like you have to practice to stay sharp in your execution, but you should practice until your execution is sharp enough where in the game or in the moment, in a live moment, you can do the same thing that you do in practice. Because what you do in backtesting is probably going to be no different than what you do in live unless you don't have a plan. If you don't have a plan in backtesting, then your results are just useless because there's no telling what you're going to do in the moment when you start feeling emotions and all that kind of other stuff.
That's very true. I also noticed that as well. When I first started backtesting, it was so non-productive because I had no plan. I just entered blindly based off of random entry models. I see. But yeah, all that practice, like especially with trading, I mean, yes, there's obviously still emotions, but you have less discretion with your trading as you create a plan and as you have, a certain checklist that you look for. And I think that's what separates most profitable traders from others is they try to decrease discretion as much as possible and just have, their entire system fully mechanical.
Mm-hmm.
When they know that it's going to be profitable long term. And also as I back tested over time, I realized that like I'm not really SMC trader either. Like I will have some sort of SMC confluences, but I'm mainly just like structure and price action. Like it's literally just higher time frame structure and then medium time frame structure and then just lower time frame structural confirmation. And that's what's worked the best so far for me. I used to like try to trade based off liquidity and like liquidity sweeps, and that was never really like consistent for me. So I just followed structure and it's helped a lot. And now I've like boiled it all down to just one simple setup that I'll look for. And yeah.
That's your plan. Stick to it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's nothing's been too new with me lately. I think my goal is to pass this challenge by summer, and like I obviously like if I do pass it, I'll know that I have the consistency and the mentality to also attain it and then get to payouts. But yeah.
How's your risk management? Is what's the that's
Just
pretty good, or
just 0.5% risk.
is
And
there a
then,
certain amount of trades you take a day, or
usually one or two. One
Mhm.
to two trades max, but because I haven't like found a setup in a little while, like the past week, like the last setup I saw was like the start of this Monday, and before that it was like like way further last week on the same day Monday. I just like haven't been taking any trades. I've just been waiting. That's all.
So if you lose twice in a day, or if you lose, you said 1 to 2 times. So if you lose one time, are you done? Or you lose twice, are you done?
If I lose once and like I know my setup was invalid and I don't see anything else, then I'm probably out. It just depends on the current price action. Like if I know that I can still get in on the move and like I was taken out early before it's actually gonna happen, then that's when I go in for the second trade. But usually if it's 1 to 2, I'm out.
So
Just
if you
depends on
okay,
what
so if
happens.
you lose a second trade, you're done for the day.
Yeah,
Okay, that's good.
always done. Yeah. But it just depends on the current price action and whether I'll get into a second trade or not. But usually it'll also be one if there's no second trade happening. If that makes sense.
hmm But still, no over 2 trades.
Yeah, no over 2 trades. Yeah.
Oh, you good? That's nice risk management. You should be
Yeah,
good.
yeah, should be good. And since this is a smaller account, it won't really like I know it's not gonna make me want to stare at the screen and stare at the numbers because it's not like thousands of dollars moving at a time. It's more like just a few hundred. I'm okay with that. It's much better for me and my mentality that I find, and then I'll
So
move up higher eventually.
they say, like, for instance, studies have shown that you can only make about two high pressure decisions in the moment. And I would say that you're under undue stress when you're trading. So the less number of trades that you take per day is shown you systematically will perform better. Because when you start taking more, you're doing more wear and tear. You do more wear and tear on your mental and emotions, and then the clarity of decision making. So you're looking at things on the chart, you're waiting for certain things to hit your technicals, but the more times you do it, you may miss things just due to human error and just general mental fatigue.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
And
that was the last thing I needed. I had because I was learning so much stuff. Like I said last time, and then I was I will take a trade, and then like I have a rule, 2 hour break even. So before I would break even, I will get in another trade, and then I will start losing both those trades sometimes. So that's where I was messing up at, and that was my only thing I need to nip in the bud, and I nipped that in the bud. So that does not happen no more. I would never do that, and so I've been straight from there.
But yeah, the less that you can do, really, the better your results will tend to be, because the goal is really consistency. Consistency can take many forms. Consistency could be, for instance, taking one trade a week, or it could be taking 3 a week, or it could be taking 1 a day, 2 a day. But it's whatever consistency that yields you all the same results.
mm-hmm. Yeah, that's very true. That's not really spoken about enough in the industry. Usually just the lifestyle.
Yep. So consistency should be the goal. What I'm getting at more than anything, consistency over quantity and such like that. So if you consistently can show up to the charts and get pretty consistent results, that's how you make this a living. But if you're constantly win loss win loss win loss 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 win win loss win loss 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 win loss loss loss, you're not going to see the consistency. You're not going to make much progress.
Yeah, and then I had psyched my mind because I was saying consistency, and I was consistently doing dumb stuff, consistently doing dumb shit. Like I was consistently doing the wrong thing. So, and then I know I was so I was consistent in in doing good things as well, but doing bad things as in if I lose a trade, I'll be consistent in after I lose a trade, I'll be consistently hesitating after that, or I'll be consistent in letting that affect me. So that's why I got through I stopped using consistency, and my key word now is persistence. So after so persistence, in the face of fire, I still need to consistently do the right thing and not consistently do the wrong thing. So I love the word persistence now, because I want to, in the face of fire, in the face of uncertainty, I still need to stick to my plan. Rule doesn't change because you lose a trade. So I started using the word persistence as well, and that has helped me. Like, okay, yeah, I'm persistent. I don't want to be consistent doing the dumb things. I want to be consistent doing the good things. So if I lose a trade, it's okay. Just be persistent in the plan. So that was a little nugget I made from my mind right there. And it has helped me.
Yep. That's what I look at, guys. So I like what you put up, P-Money. They kind of have the same kind of a similar mindset on it. Consistency is key. That's the most important thing. If I take one trade a day, great. If I take 2 trades, 3 trades a week, that's great. Whatever keeps my mind sharp, whatever keeps my execution sharp, and really keeps my results pretty consistent.
Yeah, I don't know why I was putting those words together, but they're very different. I was just doing that, so I'm like, okay.
Guys, I'll be right back.
We got this though, Augie. We got this.
Yeah, I think so too. Have you started your challenge yet?
Yeah, I've started it.
How many days you got left?
I haven't even checked. Maybe like 20, maybe like 29.
Oh, so you're good.
So yeah, I just started it. So, but I'm not. Before, when I first used to do the challenges, I look at the days and look at all those stuff. I don't care about that. I'm doing my plan. Well, if I do my plan right, trust me, then days won't even matter. So I don't even look at none of that stuff anymore. I'm sticking none of that stuff that matters to me.
That's very true as well. Does my Forex funds do their free retries? If you
Yeah, so but I looked at their I looked at it because I haven't looked at challenges in a long time, and I finally looked at it again before I paid for it, and they give you 2 extra 14 days. So if I'm over 5% in my account, I can get an extension of 14 days. And if I don't pass it, then they'll give me another extension of 14 days. I'm like, what?
Oh, they really want, like, they're giving you time.
It's like highway robbery. So yeah, they're giving you time. So this is one of the reasons why I'm not even worrying about the damn time. Like 5% on my account, I mean, that's pretty much nothing to me. And then how I know like I'm ready, because I do 0.5% too. So which means like if I was trading, so before I took this test, I was doing practice challenges on FTMO, and then I will get 20,000 is 20,000 on that doing 0.5. So that's really like 20% doing 0.5. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's really double. So if I'm able to get double and not lose a bunch of money and have my risk management intact, I know I can do this. Like, and then like, it's crazy how I used to blow my accounts. Like my Forex funds, they say you can't lose 24,000. Like with my risk management and how I got my plan, there's no way I could lose 24,000 on that account.
Well, you have to lose like over 100.
Like 12%. It's like, bro, like, yeah, I have a plan now. I was trading horrible last time. Like it was, my risk management was done. It was just nah.
The best part is you learn from those experiences.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's always, you can't just expect it to all go smoothly, and that's the thing with like most traders that are first coming into a prop account is, they'll think, oh my goodness, like I have all this capital I can start, trading with. I just need to pass these 2 phases, but when they start over risking, thinking they have a big account size, and one trade goes south, then it basically just blows the entire account, and you just have to keep redoing, keep retaking until you
That
realize
was
that
me.
it's really just risk management.
That was me. I came in a game with some little bit of money and thinking I'm King Tut. No, this game has nothing to do with money because this game has too much money for anybody, for any one person to even handle damn near. So it's really about the strategy and the consistency, persistence, and your plan. Because money is everywhere in this game, but can you keep the money? Can you stack it? Can you have risk management? It really is nothing to do with the money. Like,
Yep.
yeah, because I was blowing my accounts and it was horrible. That's why I really didn't have a plan like that. And the risk management is key, I feel like, because man.
Man, that's so big because I like what you pointed out there, P Money. There's too much money in the market for any one person to handle. So if that's the case, there's no shortage of opportunity, which is why we don't have to ever chase a trade. Because if it's not here today and it's not here tomorrow, it may be the next day. But what you do know is there's never going to be a shortage of opportunity. What blew my mind was when you look at the graph of how much money is transacted on the foreign exchange market over the last like five to 6 years. And it used to exchange like back in 2013, like 4 trillion. And it's now up to now doing 7.8 trillion. So there's what it's saying is there's not even a ceiling of how much money it's transacting in a day, which means there's no limit to the amount of money I can get, but there will be a limit to how much I can keep of my money if I don't practice risk management.
For real. That's it.
Like you can go get, like you don't have to go out there and get the money in the market because it's not going away. It's only going to go up. So all you have to do is be patient. Like there's really no rush.
No rush. Nice. Stay rushing. There's no rush.
Yeah. Like I only have bills and things and stuff like that. So, but at the same time, like our desire to have money, the money will come to us if we're patient and wait because there's so much money out there. We just have to wait for the right things and right setups to go along with us, and boom, that's where we're going to take the money. So,
yep, because I'm looking at money right now. Gold finally broke out this range on the 4 hours, so we're gonna see tomorrow. That's fine.
Yep. But all right, guys, great conversation. Appreciate questions, insights, and just everybody's just viewpoints. It's always good to even to learn from y'all as well too. This week today was a very interesting day on the fundamentals front, only because the debt ceiling is a revolving issue, and today is the day that the president and the Congress should be meeting to discuss it. If they don't get this resolved by June, America could be defaulting on its bills, just like somebody not paying off their debts. And that would be grave consequences for the economy, send us into an instant recession, and basically scar the United States for forever. But that's likely not to happen. It's just likely to be a political game that they play until the last 2 days before they need to get it done. So, but as that time is going, the whole market is kind of waiting to see what's going to go on. And you can kind of see that in the market. So I'm hoping that once this is kind of a thing that's resolved, because this situation is being talked about a lot now, but what you didn't know is that this happened 3 times during President Trump's administration, and it happened I think 4 or 5 times, if I remember correctly, through President Obama's administration. So this is not new. It's just becoming an issue because of a divided Senate, the House being controlled by Republicans, the Senate and the presidency controlled by Democrats. So now they're making it an issue. So let's see how this plays out. It'll have grave implications on how the market decides to move. Outside of that, guys, be safe in your trading, follow your plans. Remember, no rush. The market creates more and more money every year. All you have to do is be patient and wait for it. And I will talk to y'all on Discord and talk to y'all again on Thursday.
Peace. Thank you.
All right. Peace out. Thanks.
Peace, guys.
Peace.